Let's journey back to a time long ago, a time before the pyramids of Egypt, before the Roman Empire, even before ancient Greece. We're going back to a time and place where civilization itself began. Welcome to Sumer, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, modern-day Iraq. This is where the Sumerians, around 4100 BCE, built the world's first cities. These weren't just settlements. They were centers of innovation, trade, and culture. They were the seeds of civilization as we know it. The Sumerians were pioneers. They developed writing, mathematics, and law. They built massive temples called ziggurats that reached toward the heavens. Their kings ruled with a mixture of power and piety, and their stories, passed down through generations, would influence cultures for millennia to come. Join me now as we delve into the world of Sumer. We'll explore their origins, their achievements, and ultimately their decline. We'll uncover the secrets hidden beneath the sands of time and discover the legacy of this remarkable civilization. This video will look at their place in the ancient world as well as in the Bible. We will also see what we have learned about this civilization with the help of modern archaeology. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and watch the other videos I have that explore ancient history. Thank you. The story of the ancient Sumerians has enveloped some of the most important aspects of human history. Where did the Sumerians come from? That, my friends, is a mystery that continues to puzzle historians to this day. Imagine a group of people, seemingly out of nowhere, settling in Mesopotamia. They brought with them a unique language, unlike any other spoken in the region. The Sumerians called themselves the black-headed people, a reference perhaps to their hair color, or perhaps to a deeper cultural significance that's been lost to time. They called their land the Land, a simple yet profound name that reflected their deep connection to the fertile soil of Mesopotamia. Unlike later empires, Sumer wasn't a single, unified nation. It was a collection of city-states. Each city, like Ur, Uruk, Lagash, and Nippur, was independent, with its own king and its own patron god or goddess. These cities cooperated at times, but they also fought with each other for resources and dominance. The Sumerians didn't leave behind detailed accounts of their own origins. Perhaps they simply didn't have the concept of history as we do. Or perhaps those accounts have yet to be discovered, waiting patiently beneath the sands for archaeologists to unearth them. Whatever the reason, the origin of the Sumerians remains one of the most intriguing enigmas in the history of civilization. Imagine a world without writing, a world where stories are passed down orally, where knowledge is limited to what one person can remember. That was the world before the Sumerians, and then something remarkable happened. They invented writing. Around 3200 BCE, the Sumerians started using a reed stylus to make wedge-shaped marks on wet clay tablets. These marks, called cuneiform, represented syllables or whole words. At first, cuneiform was used for simple things, like keeping track of goods and transactions, but like a child learning to speak, cuneiform quickly evolved. It became more complex, capable of expressing abstract ideas, emotions, and even epic tales of gods and heroes. Sumerian scribes, trained from a young age, became the keepers of knowledge. They recorded laws, hymns, poems, and even personal letters, providing us with a glimpse into the lives and thoughts of these ancient people. Deciphering cuneiform was no easy feat. It took centuries of scholarship and brilliant minds like Henry Rawlinson, who famously deciphered the Behistun inscription, a multilingual text carved into a cliff face in Persia. Through their efforts, the voices of the Sumerians, silent for millennia, were finally heard once more. The Sumerians weren't just scribes and record keepers. They were innovators, tinkerers, storytellers, and mathematicians. They looked at the world around them and saw not just what it was, but what it could be. And in doing so, they changed the course of history. Consider the wheel. Such a simple invention, yet it revolutionized transportation, warfare, and agriculture. The Sumerians didn't invent the wheel itself, but they were among the first to use it on a large scale, attaching wheels to carts and chariots. Then there's time. The Sumerians were obsessed with measuring it, understanding its cycles. They developed a system of timekeeping based on the number 60. Sound familiar? We still use it today for minutes and seconds. They also created sundials and water clocks to track the passage of time. The Sumerians were also master storytellers. Their epic poem, the Epic of Gilgamesh, tells the tale of a king who embarks on a quest for immortality. It's a story filled with adventure, loss, and profound insights into the human condition. The Epic of Gilgamesh is considered one of the oldest surviving works of literature and has influenced countless stories that came after it, including, some believe, the biblical story of Noah's Ark. These are just a few examples of the Sumerians' remarkable ingenuity. Their legacy of innovation, their thirst for knowledge, and their creativity continue to inspire us today, reminding us of the boundless potential of the human mind. Section 5. Echoes in the Sacred Texts, Sumer and the Bible. The Bible contains echoes of Sumer. Sumer's influence is felt in the Bible. The Bible refers to Sumer as the land of Shinar. Abraham is said to have come from Ur. The Tower of Babel is set in Babylon. The Sumerian flood myth resembles Noah's Ark. Did the biblical authors borrow from the Sumerians? Or are these stories evidence of a shared human heritage? The connections remind us that sacred texts are shaped by their time and place. Section 6. Kings, Priests, and People, Sumerian Society. Imagine walking through the bustling streets of a Sumerian city. Merchants hawking wares, children playing, priests performing rituals. Sumerian society was a tapestry woven from many threads. Kings, priests, scribes, merchants, artisans, and farmers each played vital roles. Despite challenges, they created a vibrant, enduring culture. Section 7. The Setting Sun, the Decline of Sumer. Even the greatest civilizations, like stars in the night sky, eventually fade. Such was the fate of Sumer. After centuries of dominance, internal strife and external pressures began to take their toll. One of the factors that contributed to Sumer's decline was the constant warfare between the city-states. They fought for control of water rights, trade routes, and political dominance. These conflicts weakened Sumer, making it vulnerable to outside forces. And those forces did come. From the north came the Akkadians, a Semitic people led by the ambitious Sargon of Akkad. Sargon conquered the Sumerian city-states one by one, creating the first empire in Mesopotamia. Sumerian culture didn't disappear overnight. The Akkadians adopted much of it, but Sumer as a political entity ceased to exist. Other empires would rise and fall in Mesopotamia: the Babylonians, the Assyrians, the Persians. Each left their mark on the region, but none could match the legacy of the Sumerians, the pioneers who had first tamed the land between the rivers and given birth to civilization. The decline of Sumer reminds us that change is the only constant in history. Empires rise and fall, cultures blossom and fade, but the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit endure, leaving their mark on the tapestry of time. Section 8. A legacy etched in clay. Sumer's enduring impact. Though the Sumerian civilization vanished millennia ago, its legacy lives on, etched in clay tablets and woven into the very fabric of our world. Their innovations, their stories, and their ideas have had a profound and lasting impact on human history. Writing, that cornerstone of civilization, owes a debt to the Sumerians. Their invention of cuneiform, the world's first writing system, revolutionized communication, allowing knowledge to be recorded, shared, and passed down through generations. The Sumerians' contributions to mathematics are equally impressive. Their sexagesimal system, based on the number 60, is still used today for measuring time and angles. They developed concepts of geometry, algebra, and astronomy, laying the groundwork for scientific inquiry in the centuries that followed. The Sumerians were also master storytellers. Their epic tales, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, explored themes of heroism, loss, and the search for meaning in life. These stories, passed down through oral traditions and later written down, influenced countless literary works that came after them, shaping our understanding of storytelling and the human condition. The legacy of Sumer is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, creativity, and the enduring impact of ideas. Though their civilization vanished long ago, their contributions to human history continue to resonate, reminding us that even the smallest flicker of innovation can illuminate the path for generations to come. Section 9. Unearthing the Past, Rediscovering Sumer. For centuries, the Sumerian civilization was lost to time, its cities buried beneath the sands of Mesopotamia. Then, in the 19th century, archaeologists armed with shovels and a thirst for knowledge began to unearth the secrets of this forgotten world. Pioneers like Austen Henry Layard and Leonard Woolley excavated the ruins of cities like Ur and Nineveh, uncovering palaces, temples, and countless artifacts that shed light on Sumerian life. Clay tablets, covered in cuneiform writing, emerged from the earth like messages from the past, revealing the thoughts, beliefs, and daily lives of the Sumerians. The rediscovery of Sumer was a watershed moment in our understanding of history. It pushed back the timeline of civilization, revealing the existence of a complex and sophisticated culture that predated many others previously known. It also highlighted the interconnectedness of human history, showing how ideas, technologies, and stories have flowed between cultures for millennia. Today, the study of Sumer continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Archaeological digs continue to unearth new discoveries, and the decipherment of cuneiform tablets continues to reveal new insights into this fascinating civilization. The story of Sumer is a story of rediscovery, reminding us that the past is never truly lost, but rather awaits patiently to be unearthed, understood, and appreciated. I thank everyone for watching, and as always, stay informed.